The parallel theory of forbidden love. Macron and Henry II. A 15-year-old boy fell in love with a 39-year-old married teacher, and 15 years later, the love story succeeds with the French president, Emmanuel Macron. Some call it the love story of the century, while others call it the affair of the century. They say history repeats itself. A romance with a 20-year age gap, a teacher-student relationship, and an affair with a married woman. This has already played out in French history. The story? The forbidden love of Henry II and Diane de Poitiers. In the 1520s, France. Diane de Poitiers, the woman responsible for raising and educating the young prince, was known as the most beautiful woman in France. When Henry II was 7, he was sent to Spain as a hostage. Diane told him, "Your Highness, I will wait for you. Return safely." Those words stayed with him forever. 4 years later, 11-year-old Henry II returns as a knight and courts Diane. But she was already married. Eventually, Henry II marries Catherine de Medici, the heir to one of Europe's most powerful families and the Pope's niece, but his heart still burns for Diane. After becoming a widow at 35, Diane finally accepts the love of the 15-year younger prince, and their love endures until Henry II's death. Diane becomes France's official mistress, la maîtresse en titre, and the love triangle between Henry, Diane, and Catherine begins. Then, as predicted by Nostradamus, Henry II dies after being wounded in a jousting match. Henry II's last wish was simple: one last time. One last time, call for Diane, but his queen, Catherine, refuses his dying request. She seizes the jewels Henry had given to Diane, and even takes the Château de Chenonceau, the place where Henry and Diane shared their love. When you look at Henry II's tomb, Catherine is depicted peacefully lying, but Henry II appears to be writhing in pain, with his head tilted back. Is this truly a revenge by a wife who never received her husband's love? Was this a way to show that an unfaithful man will suffer even after death? What do you think?